Good evening everybody, welcome along to the channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're all keeping well this wonderful Saturday evening. Today we're back in RaceRoom. We're going to do some more ranked races in RaceRoom, and as you can see from the screen in front of us here, we have some Formula Ford action potentially on the cards this evening. It's the Formula Ford Festival at Brands Hatch this weekend, and part of the RaceRoom ranked server schedule is including the Formula Juniors, which are essentially Formula Fords, at Brands Hatch GP. So hopefully we can go do some of that this evening, and obviously we'll jump into whatever races we can get our hands on and have some fun and try and see if we can improve our rankings a little bit further. Last time we did this, we had a decent improvement and we got ourselves back onto the first page of the rankings up into the top 500. Let's see if we can go any higher. Let's see what we can do and get some more fun racing action on the go. So super excited for this. Welcome along. Hope you're all doing well. Awesome to have you with us this evening. Let's jump into the game now and see what action we have before us this evening. So here we go. Let's get myself into the game as well. So let's kill the music there. Right, okay. So here we go. Rookies. We have the NSU, the mighty NSU, at the Gellerasen circuit. I'm trying to get that right. I will get it right one day, but that could be a good fun one. That's a good circuit, and NSU is always a good laugh. We have Tartarus F4s at Portimao GP. Again, another strong lineup. BMW M235i's at Zolder. Love that track. Car's good fun as well, so that should be another fun one. GT3 at Suzuka. Okay, always good. Gunter, thanks for subscribing. That's awesome. Good to have you with us. Thanks for being part of the team. Hope you enjoy the stream this evening. What else have we got? GT4 at Zandvoort. That could be fun. Looking forward to that. TCRs at Aragon. Now that's a good circuit. I've not driven there for a little while. We did our review a while back, but that's a good fun circuit. And of course we've mentioned Formula Juniors at Brands Hatch GP, which we're hoping to be able to get up and do. And then there's the longer events, which is the Formula US, which is the IndyCar essentially, running at Indianapolis GP, DTM 92s at Norris Ring, a 60-minute race, absolute carnage. And then the Audi R8 LMS Ultra at Laguna Seca, which is a half-hour race. So might not get into those, but we'll certainly be doing some of the other ones. So let's go and have a look and see what races we can jump into straight up. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can start our evening off. Hopefully we can start off strong. So what have we got? Straight up we can see Suzuka GT3s are on, WTCR, Aragon, DTM Norris Ring Practice. I'm not going to jump straight into that. NSUs, Portimao with the Tartarus F4. Okay, so the Formula Fords are on a race at the moment. They've got a minute left or so. So what we might do is we might jump into another one to start off with, and then we'll get into the Formula Fords as soon as that's done. So what do we fancy for a good kick-off? Well, I reckon we try some TCR to start off the evening. Let's jump in here, shall we? Go to Aragon. I've got to choose a car first. We'll go 2020 cars. What do we do? What do we do? So many choices. So many choices. You know what? I'm probably going to go for something longer wheelbase. I think the Audi is usually a decent bet. We might try the Lincoln Co actually this evening. I'm going to do that. We'll go with the Vans colours. I'll try this one out. And again, I'm not going to go for the fastest car because that's not how we do things. We like to shake things up, do things differently, drive some different cars as well. So yeah, hopefully we can do well with our little Lincoln Co. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're all keeping well, and I've had a good week since we last saw you on Saturday last week. It's been good to get back on track again today. It's been a mad busy week for me. I've been non-stop, so it's good to have some time to get on track and spend some time with you guys as well. So here we go. So practice 4 minutes and a bit, well, almost 5 minutes to go in practice. So let's get out on track. This is open setup, but we might not get too much chance to dive into that. So Motorland Aragon then. This is a relatively new circuit for RaceRoom. And this is the WTCR version of the circuit. Make sure we're not ruining anyone's practice lap. Got a Cooper in front of us here, so we can round him up, and there we go, he's going to get out of the way as well. Kind of this corner here is one of the hardest ones to get right because you're braking and turning. I remember to retune my brain into front-wheel drive mode, and also remember all the braking points for the circuit. This right-hander here, easy to get it off track on the exit there, so we've got to keep it nice and tidy. Then we get to the chicane section down here, which is downhill. Hard on the brakes down to second gear. And flick back over to the left. Running too deep into there, we need to keep that tighter. And then we have this fast uphill left, followed immediately by a left-right complex, I assume, as we're on the TCR spec. There it is. Nice big sausage curb on the inside to catch us if we turn in too early. So trying to remember this again, so that's flat out, and then we've got another hard stop into this right and then left. Got to keep it all the way over to the right hand side, focus on a good exit down the main straight here. So are we running all the way down to the hairpin? I think we are, except we have another chicane to negotiate here. Oh, it's a tight one, this one. So we haven't got the full straight as we would normally do. This is why we do practice, I suppose, hey? We haven't got the fast uphill left, so we got all the way down to the hairpin here. Really slow corner, slowest one on the track. Don't worry, don't panic, I'm here. I'm glad, Frank. Glad you're here. Thanks for being with us. Yeah, might need you as a co-driver at this rate, trying to remember my way around here. Right, across the line, down to the first corner. Very easy to run too deep, which I have done there, and then thrown the lap time away. So, flat out up here. This one is going to be maybe a breath of a lift, and then back on it. Got an Alpha behind us here. Just going to let him go, actually, he's a lot quicker than us. Let's just pull over here. Give him some space. The lap's not going to count anyway, so it doesn't really make too much difference. So, okay, we're in for a bit of a trouble this evening, by the looks of things, because look who's just put it fastest in the session. None other than Mr. Michael Azkana, real life WTCR driver. Most likely going to be in a Cupra because that's his car. So yeah, we've definitely got our work cut out on this one. First of all, I've got to try and keep her on track and remember where all the braking points are around here, which is proving to be a bit of an issue at the moment. It's definitely not there, is it? Okay, right, let's go back a second. Yeah, so typically Mikhail is in a Cupra. Okay, so let's try that again, but this time maybe a bit better. We've only got 30 seconds, so we're not going to get a lap time in practice, but we do at least need to sort out our pace from somewhere. Maybe not the best of things to jump straight into, because they do rack your brains a little bit in terms of how they drive, so I'm just going to have to just play this one by ear and just pick up the pieces, I reckon. So that's going to be the end of the session. We're going to go straight into qualifying any moment now. Braking points, need to bring those back, so I'm just running on too far at the moment. There we go, and that's the end of that session. So, okay, so we've got to be aiming for a 2:14 then. That's where the that's where the target is. We'll see if we can get anywhere near that. I don't know if we will. But again, having not driven the... I'm not going to get the excuses out here, but not driven the Lincoln Co. It's a bit of a different car to drive compared to some of the other TCR cars. So here we go. We're going to go into qualifying now. Let's take some fuel out of it because we don't need 25 litres. So I'm just going to put it down to 12 litres and just run with that. Slow and fast out. Yeah, absolutely, Frank. I'm just rushing it too much. That's my problem. Need to ease off. Drive it nice and smooth. And we'll try and get ourselves a good banker lap going on here. We need to at least keep it in bounds. That's the main aim for this first lap of qualifying. So here we go, up over the line. That was rather slow, but okay, we're on the track. Okay, little lift. Straight back on the power again. Now comes up the tricky braking zone. Probably brake a lot later than actually. But it's okay, just feeling our way around. We've got a green first sector, not that that makes much difference at the moment with how we've been going. We'll obviously pick up speed as we go. There we go. A bit better through the fast uphill left. Now, pick your braking point here somewhere. Probably later than that. Get on the brakes. Keen on the old throttle there, but that's okay. Now I've got to remember our mid-straight chicane here. 150, but we're going to brake about 100. Okay, we survive that one. Just the hairpin and the two fast flat out right and left to go. Okay, so we managed to get ourselves a lap on the board. It's probably not going to be amazing, but it's alright. We've got one going. A long way off the 2:14 benchmark, 2:17. And there we go, that's a lap time disallowed, so we'll restart that, because there's no point driving all the way around the track just to not have that one count anyway. It's going to get a good run, that's all. Right, this time we need to brake a little bit earlier for turn 1. Well, if we can get an upgrade on our ranking from this, I'll be very pleased, but at the moment it's all going to be just about survival, I think. So, take a bit quicker through here. Now let's try and carry a bit more speed into here because we were braking too early last time. Maybe not quite that much. And we restart that one again. To be smoother with my throttle inputs, I think, and more trail braking going on as well, because these front-wheel drive touring cars do like a bit of trail braking just to try and get the nose in, but it also means not braking too late, because at the moment I'm braking too late and just running too deep into the corners. Dear me, that's just not happy. If I can make any kind of improvement on this lap, that'd be an absolute miracle. Nope, that's not going to happen either. Wow, okay, well this Link & Co is proving tricky. I think whoever was else in the Link & Co has decided against it as well. What do I need it to do more? A long way off the pace here, but anything can happen. It's going to be a touring car race, so there could be some elbows out, which you might be able to pick on the pieces from that. We're better around turn 1. Did I mention that corner was tricky? I'm not even going to be able to get a lap time in here, so it's just literally now going to be a case of just trying to learn how to drive this thing without crashing at the moment. So once again, if you've tuned in looking to pick up some tips on how to race in RaceRoom, I'm terribly sorry. This is not a great display right now, but it will get better, I promise. We will do better. Wow, that's so tight on that inside, just on the outside there, just picking up on the track limits. So close. This can't go off at all. Hey Saul, how you doing? Not a great example of how to drive touring cars, but welcome along to the stream anyway. Oh dear, we could be in big trouble here. Yeah, they aren't easy things to drive, they aren't. They are certainly a challenge trying to get these front-wheel drive cars to kind of go around the circuit in any kind of normal fashion. Completely missed the turn in there. Right, let's get this corner right because we need to nail this so that we're happy with it. I need to be braking in a nice straight line. That's better. We're not going to get to finish that lap as expected, so that's fine. We're going to be starting P6 on this one. Probably not a representative lap time, I would like to think. Anyway, looks like Mikael Ascot is not even qualifying. He's going to have some fun coming through from the back, so he's going to be starting behind us. But I dare say he's not going to stay behind us for very long. He may well go through pretty quick, because being a World Touring Car driver himself, I'm sure he's rather rapid. But that's okay. Gotta put some fuel back in, huh? So 15 minutes, 2 minutes a lap. It's going to be live maths. It's just not easy for me. I'm going to put well, 10 laps is going to be 20 minutes, isn't it? So 8 laps should be 16 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to just leave it around the 9 lap mark. That should be plenty of fuel for us. Let's go join the grid. Right, first race of the evening in the TCRs at Motorland Aragon. Starting a little bit further back than perhaps we might have liked for this particular event, but as I said, anything can happen and we might well pick up some places if chaos happens in front of us. So here we go. Engage first gear, let's wait for the lights. On the inside at least, which is a nice comforting thing for the first corner here. Ready, it's going off the line, and of course I haven't mapped launch control, so we made the most of what we've got, and we've got to run on the Astra. He's still there on the inside, so I'm going to have to give him some room here. still there. Now we have the inside for our favourite corner. And we're through. So that's one spot made, we're up to 5th. Let's try and latch onto the cars in front of us here. We have action going on in front of us here, the car's off the track. So if they keep battling in front of us, we might have a chance of staying with them. Drop the Astra as well. McGann's off the track again. This is all helping us, of course. Okay, all of a sudden we've figured out how to drive this car, because that first lap has been so good so far. It's quite early on the brakes there. But it means we made the corner anyway, so that's the main thing. We've got a bit of space behind us now, which is nice. Just a little bit of a show the nose on the inside. They're not going to make a move, just keeping him looking in his mirrors. Good thing is now at least we can follow some brake lights and that might help. Right, first corner then, let's get this stop this time. Oh, McGann had a big sideways moment into there. It's just a little bit of a lift off the throttle. Ooh, he's had a big moment. Nearly collected him. You find you struggle with a certain class, it really helps be chasing car in front. Yeah, it does, absolutely. Allows you to get your bearings a little bit. To be fair, TCR is not normally a class that I struggle with, but for some reason tonight not able to extract the most out of it, so might be able to get this Cupra though. Okay. It's early on the brakes here, get the car settled for the right-hander, miss the apex. See if we can get a better run off this corner. Not too bad. On his boot lid here, we might be able to outbrake him into this chicane. Just like that. Block pass. And we got that one done. Right, on to the next. Let's go get that McGann. Going to try and come back on the inside here. Okay, things are coming together a little bit now, so we seem to have the pace here. We've got a bit of a gap already, so let's go. So we're 2 seconds to the McGann ahead of us. Let's see if we can pull that in. Make sure we're breaking a straight line here. hovering around that flat 2-second mark. We are pulling the Cooper along with us as well. He's not dropped off just yet. For some reason that didn't stop, even though I was braking at where I thought was the same place, but it's alright. Goes back through again. Never mind, we'll go get him again. Okay, so settle down again. So the guy in third is not getting away entirely as well, so still on him. So yeah, I had a little bit of a moment into there actually. His side was on the apex of the hairpin, which is a bit odd. I'm going to run on him again. Let's give him his toe. Definitely parts of the track where some cars are more suited to than others. Don't know why I dabbed the brakes there, that was not the move. Definitely need to unwind the steering a little bit just as we hit the hard part of the braking into that corner, I think. To keep a little bit of speed through there, so the left-hander going down the hill there, it's better to keep it tight as I run off onto the outskirts once again. Let's try and brake a bit earlier this time so we actually make this corner. That's what I should have braked last time, but it's okay. Track limits are interesting because you can run all the way over to that green curb on the outside of that corner there, but you can't go anywhere near it off the first corner. Okay, so I think we may have just caught that Cooper on a bit of an off lap, so that's why we were able to get past him so easily, but he seems to have picked his pace up now. This is an open setup race as well, so we've had no chance to even look at that, so we're just making best of what we've got. So we've made a position up from where we started, which is something at least. We've got 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go. It's hovering around the 7/10 mark, just left off the throttle, there we go, that's better. No brakes involved through there. Let's have a bit of a wobble into there, got a run. Managed to take that nice and smooth that time. We're getting a couple of tenths on the guy ahead that time. Oh, he's missed that one entirely. Oh, Ascon's got a drive-through penalty. What's he doing? Is he practicing track limits? Well, that little moment for Rojas ahead of us is now put us back up to 4th. Oh, there's another run off there. Well, Phil. Yeah. Oh, got a big spike of lag then. Frank's being my crew chief in my ear. Oh, we got in front of him. Need to chase down this Renault ahead. So he's 2.3 ahead. Let's bring that down now. Let's get some good laps in. We've only got 3 minutes and a bit to go. Let's get some good laps in, see if we can bring this gap down. Where's he going? It's an interesting line into turn 1. That was a really early break into turn 1 that time around, but wanted to make sure we kept it on the track really. Looks like we had a yellow flag because it's now showing green flag on the left hand side there, so I must have had an off. Rojas has really dropped back actually, maybe that was him. Definitely that chicane we seem to be pretty quick through it at the moment. Relatively speaking. Whereas the McGann's good through this section. Flat out around there. Being a bit more gentle with the inputs, just making sure we're not, because if you floor the throttle in the front wheel drive car you just get wheel spin, especially with something like this, so you've got to feed it in gently. Oops, cut that. So the gap's stable around 2.2 overall, same kind of point of the track. Leaders are up and gone. Now showing us under 2 seconds, so we made a bit of time on that last sector there, but still a long way ahead of us. That's the podium we're chasing up there, everybody. We've got to keep pushing. There's only 50 seconds or so to go, but we need to make sure we're there in case he makes an error somewhere on this last lap, or penultimate lap. No fuel warnings on. Hopefully we have enough to get us through to the end. Off-track warning. Yeah, he's definitely a lot quicker through that middle section compared to us. Tricky corner that one as well. Again, you're braking on a corner really, and it's hard to get the thing slowed down. But I do like the circuit. I mean, I know it's a bit stop-start in some places, but the fast layout is probably my preferred layout of Aragon, because you have that really quick final corner which is just so fun to drive. Gap's gone out, but that's okay. If we can bring it home fourth, pleased with that. Final lap is on, so if nothing else, it's a useful warm-up for the rest of the evening, just to kind of remember that we do need to be pushing quite hard. So there we go, P4 for the first race of the evening. We've made some progress up from where we started, which will hopefully help us in our rankings. But yeah, oh well, good fun nonetheless. A bit of a chase on with the guys around us. Had a bit of action as well, so not too bad at all. Let's head back to the garage here. So there's Alpha, Seat, Renault, and then that's in the Lincoln Co. Then there's another Cupra there. Got a lot of Cupras running in this one, but yeah, we won the Lincoln Co. class, so I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. Let's finish that. Right. Okay, let's go and see what else we can find on our list. Hopefully we can get some FF action. Yes, we can. Practice is on. So we're going to go and replicate some of our Formula Ford Festival action at the moment. So jump into this one here, which kind of looks like a Formula Ford livery. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, it wasn't amazing, was it? It was just a bit of a, I don't know, no real pace in that car at the moment for some reason. But got a result in the end of it. We managed to get through it and finish the race in one piece. That's the yeah, more than I could be said from when I started that one. Right, something entirely different now. So we're back on the H-pattern gearbox. We're at Brands Hatch GP, and we have some single-seater action. Now, technically this isn't really a Formula Ford because it's running slicks, and Formula Ford run shredded tyres, so a bit more grip than would be expected. So let's go out and track and see how we go. Only got 2 minutes left of practice, then we're straight into qualifying because that's just how we roll. Don't bother with any kind of practice, we'll just go race by race. So Brands Hatch then. Very tricky circuit in some cases. Sort of elevation change. Up to Druids. Hard on the power as we go back down the hill, down towards Graham Hill Bend. Making a straight line towards the exit curb. Significantly more grip on the table with this than there was in the TCR actually. Right, now we need to get ourselves a good exit out of here, because we carry this all the way down the back straight down Pilgrim's Drop. There we go, under the bridge, down the big down slope, up to Hawthorne's quick right-hander. We'll figure out just how quick we can take that. To Westfield, and even third. The gearing on the Formula Junior is a bit interesting, and it feels like I'm bogging down, but I don't think it is, so I'm just going to run with it for now. Up to Sheen Curve. Again, difficult. Blind apex, you kind of have to trust where you turn in there. Sterling. Camber helps pull you around through that. Down towards Clark Curve, or Clearways if it's the Indy circuit. Leaving the third here again. Get it tucked into the curb on the inside there. Feed the power on without going onto the grass, because that'll just pull you off to the left hand side and you'll be game over. And then up and over the line. So, let's see what we can do in this little Formula Junior. First of all, we're going to get it turned in for Paddock Hill Bend, and that was not it. I'll just go down to second though. It doesn't seem right to go down to second for Paddock Hill Bend, but... And the gearing is like it is. There we go, we're not going to get a chance to do anything more with that because practice is over. Okay, well, let's just throw ourselves into it, shall we, and just see how we get on. It seems to work. But the car is actually fun to drive, it is nice to drive. Right. Fuel. Don't know how much we're going to be running, so We'll run 9 litres in qualifying mode. Engage a gear, and they'll be good. Right, so again, we're going to be looking for a reasonable banker lap just to get ourselves on the timing boards, and then we can push from there. That's off. So much for getting a banker lap in. We're finding the track limits already. Come on, Phil. You can do better than this. We'll have to go back to NSU's territory we know. It's a better line. Wait for the power to come back on again. They can plunge downhill. It's a bit better. Yeah, gearing is quite tall, so we're running out of people here. Actually, people are dropping out of the session. I don't know how many we're going to have left because there weren't that many to start off with. A bit of a slide on the exit. Turn into there. Make sure it's planted before you put the power down, as well. I was about to say. We've got 3 left. Tell you what, let's this will probably affect us, but we're just going to come out of there because it's not a race. If there's only 3 people in it, let's try and find something with some people in it, because that's going to be a bit better. So, where is everybody? They're all in servers that are already locked. Right. Well, let's go into this BMW one and hope that people join as things clear up there. So we'll run this one. We'll come back to the Formula Fords. I want to get a race of those in because I want to do that. That'll be fun, but I don't want to do it with just 3 people. That's just not giving the show we need it to be. So we'll come back to it. Tim Heinemann doing his real world thing in the Aston Martin. Very cool. I love how it's got a click to continue and it's not even ready to continue. There we go. Right, BMWs then. We'll switch focus a little bit here. Back to some tin tops, but rear-wheel drive. We're on sequential mode again. Okay, so Circuit Zolder then, in Belgium. A fun little track. Quite a different track actually in terms of its 2 halves. So the first half here is quite open and flowing, and then it tightens up in the second half. A couple of big chicanes to negotiate as well. Right, down to the first of those 2 big chicanes. We've got the 100 board ahead of us here. Hard on the brakes there. We can use quite a lot of this curb. And over we go. Over the top of the hill, down the other side, into the second of the big chicanes. Keep it pinned on this left-hander. Hard on the brakes down to second. Use plenty of curb. Probably can go a bit quicker through there with 3rd gear maybe. Flat out on this right-hander. Flat out over the top here, down to another big braking point here for this hairpin. Again, we can take a bit more pace through there. I'm actually going to just turn the traction control down to 3. Because it's a bit too much traction control, it kind of ruins your exit speed. And the final of the chicanes. I'm going to run over the start-finish line. So Let's see what we can do in terms of lap time around here. Hopefully get some more people joining the session before we go to qualifying. Because there's definitely people online because of the servers which are looking busy. It's just that we're on the wrong end of them. It's always difficult to know just how quickly you can take these first few corners because they're quite wide. The risk is always there that you take just too much speed, you end up off on the gravel on the outside like there. Okay, it's going to braking right for the chicane. Smash those curbs through there, it's really quick actually, that chicane. On two wheels. Leaving in third gear is probably the way through that. So we've got some purple sectors on the board there. Some else joining, which is good. Need more people on the server. There we go. I think one of the other ones must have finished, so people are going to join this now, hopefully. Probably knock traction control down another click actually, go down to 4. Still feeling it kind of restricting the traction on the exit there. So 142.9 for our first flying lap. Let's see if we can improve on that. See again, it's just so kind of disorientating almost in a way, that corner. You just think you need to slow down much more than you actually do. Oh, didn't get that apex. End up finding the gravel. Still marginally quicker than our first lap though, through the first sector. That's not going to count. It's a quick chicane, but not quite that quick. Kind of straight line it through here, over that curb. It is flat if you actually catch the apex on the inside. Okay, you'll have rhythm back, that's what we need to do. Loads of people joining in now, so should have a reasonable server. That's a bit better out of there that time. Okay, let's go again. We're not going to finish this lap off by the looks of things, but it's still good for some practice. Most practice we've had so far all evening for anywhere. Let's walk around the pit lane. And straight off on, back on again. Thought I'd try and take turn 2 a little bit quicker that time, but definitely need to get it slowed down first. That little avoidance moment cost us a bit of time there, but that's alright. Probably hover the braking point around the 100 board there, I reckon. Wild through there that time. There's some purple sector. Just taking the wide line through the chicane that time round. Sorry, the chicane, the hairpin, shall I say. Oh, there we go. as expected, didn't get to finish the lap, but we've got some people on the server, so that's the main thing. Hopefully we can have a decent race this time around. As the cars come through to the pit lane at the exit of that session. Oh. So, we need to get ourselves more in the zone tonight. I think we're just a little bit distracted on something, I don't know what. Let's take some fuel out for a starter. We don't need that much fuel, so we'll do that. 6 laps. This, as far as I'm aware, will be fixed setup, which it is. Right, come on then. Let's go get a qualifying lap, shall we? The ideal start to a lap, going sideways out of the chicane. Again, this is just the nature of jumping from car to car. You've got to adapt as quickly as possible. It's a bit better through turn 2 that time, actually. I do like the M235i. It's a fun car to drive. It sounds good too. Okay, 100 board, hard on the brakes. Launch it over the curbs. Try and keep this as straight as possible, this next little kink, and then hard on the brakes. Use all the curb. Lean on the force feedback through the fast stuff. Into the hairpin we come. Okay, not too bad so far. We've got just 2 more corners to get right on this first lap. Not a bad starter. Okay, reasonable lap. Yeah, you like the 235i as well. It does feel right. It feels pretty good. We go straight to the top of the timing sheet, so the 141. Let's see if we can improve on that. We've got a bit of time to do so. So let's see. A rally cut on the inside of turn 2, but didn't disallow it. We're down just by nearly a tenth in the first sector, but that's okay. It's just a fun car to just kind of chuck around. It just has a bit of weight to it, and at the same time has a decent amount of grip from the tyres as well. This is a bit of a flick through there then. Yeah, we lost 0.3. It was quite quick through that chicane on our first lap, so not surprised really. I'm on the power a bit earlier there that time. Time to the final chicane. Already made up 0.3, I don't think, but yeah, battery dropped another few. So we're running wide. Someone's gone quicker by 0.2. Dropped a wheel on the tyres. Yeah, that's 0.4 down, right. Tyres are probably not so happy after the first lap or so. We've taken quite a lot out of them in the qualifying laps, so let's try and get a fresh start of this. Still got 3 minutes to go in the session. It almost feels like luxury, actually, having this much time. Okay, a bit neater through turn 1. Get on the brakes early for turn 2. Get it turned in, and you can feel the power in because there's lots of track on the exit. Definitely feels like a lot more grip than the previous lap we were doing. Still a tenth and a third down almost. That was an early turn in for the chicane. Still managed to get away with it somehow. We must have had a really good run through that chicane on that first lap, because we've not been able to replicate it since. We're already 6/10 down. We lost a half second through there. Dropped to third now as well in the standings. So what happens when you start pushing on a little bit too much as well, because the first one is, you know, nice and cool, nice and calm, and you just hit your apex points, hit your braking points and everything. And then you start trying to push on a little bit faster and faster and end up overdriving the car perhaps too much, and that's when you start losing time. So you've got to be a good balance of controlled aggression and restraint at the same time. So let's see if we can manage that this time round. There's also an element of readapting back to my equipment, because earlier this week I was around at a friend's house and we were trying out some I was trying out some rather nice equipment, so SimiCube 2 Pro and Gomez wheel and everything as well, which obviously provides significant difference. Just going to ease out of that one because it's not going to be a quick lap, but yeah, and Hosenville Ultimate pedals as well. So very, very different setup to what I'm using here, and you kind of tune your brain to that, and then you come back to your own setup and you think, oh yeah, I've got to pick that up again. So there's a bit of readapting going on, but we're getting there. Currently sitting P3, so that's not too bad. Not too bad. We're about, what are we off the lead there? It's only about 3/10 or so, so it's not too bad. I think we can play around with. Oh. That's the end of qualifying. So continue through to the race. Let's put some fuel back in for a start. That's what we need to do. Make sure we do that. So should be a reasonably close race at the front. The fourth place guy is a little bit further back, so if we can hang on to the coattails of the guys ahead of us, we might be able to stay with them and have a good race. So let's put some fuel in here. We're doing 140s. Should pay more attention to the lap times, but 17 laps should be enough. Should be more than enough, really, but that's okay. Let's go to the grid. Oh, on the right-hand side. Nice grid of BMWs. Okay, well, I'll see if we can do a bit better this time. So we were P4 last time out in the TCRs. We're third on the grid, so let's see if we can get ourselves a podium, the first podium of the evening. That'd be nice. We're kind of easing ourselves in gently. So here we go. First gear engage, wait for the lights. Build the revs, drop the clutch nicely. Not too bad. Guys around us had a similar start, apart from the front two who bolted. Okay, we're cleanly through turn one. Can't say the same for everyone else by the looks of it. try and follow these guys and see where they're taking different lines or different braking points to us, and try and learn a few things. Because you can always learn something. Nice to get a nice clean start in as well. Just clobbering those curbs on that chicane. Right on the bumper of the car ahead through the chicane that time. Always had to actually go on the brakes just to avoid running into the back of them. The guy behind is sticking with us for the time being as well, so we've got company from behind as well, so be wary of that. Seem to be a little bit quicker into the corners than the guys ahead of us, so maybe we're entering too quickly, I don't know, but not getting away just yet. I feel we can probably go a little bit quicker here actually. Space to see where we're going into this fast right. Some space to see where we're sighting our curb entry for the chicane. Bit of a gaggle of 4 cars at the front of this train here with plenty of laps left to run. The guy behind just got himself a drive-through penalty for something, not quite sure what. Got distracted by the car ahead of me there, and I didn't quite get my braking point right and paid the penalty for that. Luckily we didn't collect him. Got some work to do now though. The guy behind's gone into the pits to do his drive-through by the looks of things, yep. Okay, let's get our head down now, let's see what we can do here. So 1.2 is the gap, let's bring that down. This is going up. Right, come on. Okay, they're going to battle into here, that's going to help us. Definitely gained us a fair bit of time there. Reel them back in again. So it's just creeping away from us there. Let's neaten things up a bit more. Oh, a big slide from the leader out of there as well. Going to go for a move into turn 2. side-to-side contact. He's made it through. I think these guys to keep battling away, that might give us a chance. So we can capitalise on the guy in second place now getting a bit of rattle after that move. Still with them, so that's the main thing. Some good racing though. Need to keep this up. 8 minutes to go. Better run off the last corner that time. Yeah, that's a bit quicker through there that time, it's better. Come on, let's see if we can keep with him. There's a big old chunk of curb that time. Luckily the BMW is built tough to cope with it. Built to take the lumps and bumps of the Nordschleife, so a couple of curb strikes here or there is not going to harm it too bad. So we're maintaining station for the time being. Guy second had a good run off that corner then. You can see the car just pick up just as he turned into the right-hander. It's dropping a wheel in the dirt. Turn in nice and early for this right-hander. It's starting to wash out a little bit through there now. You can see the front end has not got the grip it used to. It's a mad chicane, that. Okay, let's focus on the exit out of here. Smoother through there that time. Looks like Leader got a little bit deep into the hairpin that time round. Kind of seconds having a little cheeky look. Trying to break the toe down the main straight. Could we pick up the pieces here, I wonder? That's going to be the interesting story out of this. It's better turn one, actually found the apex that time. And just like that, with a little bit of battling into turn one, they're straight back on their case again. It's carrying so much speed into there, I didn't brake early enough. Just a couple of tenths of it to the guys ahead. Just learning just how much you can cut off that first part of that curb. It's pretty much stalemate at the moment. I think something is going to happen with the guys ahead of us. I can just kind of tell there's going to be some move made somewhere. We just need to be in the right place to pick up the pieces when it does happen. It's all on again. Let's keep a watching brief, give them some space. It's all pretty close really. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Not long, couple of laps. Quicker through that middle part of that chicane. We're right with them now. Right with them. Have we saved the best till the last, maybe? So close. Using all the road to turn 2 that time. There'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take him, says Frank. Yeah, left in the 4th gear that time. Getting just a bit more momentum. Finally figure out that middle chicane, but can't make much with it. There's a big car in the way. Oh, there's a touch, and we've got him. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you keep pressing on and make sure that you're there when the action happens. And just like that, the clocks tick down nicely, and we can just cruise along and take the checkered flag in first place. Oh, I feel guilty for taking that first place then. That wasn't mine. That was those guys behind, but when there's opportunities like that, you got to go for them. Luckily we didn't get caught up in it, so thanks, Frank. I knew you had my back. Well, that was good. That was a very unexpected win for the evening, that one. But you can kind of see something was going to go down there because we're so evenly matched. Everything was really close, and it was getting towards the end of the race. And you can tell that, you know, the guy in second place who had been leading the race for most of it at the start, he was going to make some kind of move somewhere, and you just kind of could tell something was going to happen. So in that case, you read the situation, you look at them and say, okay, is someone going to make a move here? And it wasn't much of a move. It was just a little bit of an outbreaking themselves, just trying to make it really force the issue into that hairpin, but it was enough to touch the rear end of the leader and send them both round, and we were able to pick up the pieces. So, well, it's just one of those moments, unfortunately, and it happens in racing, but when you're on the receiving end of it, you get a trophy, so oh goodness. Okay, so there we go. That'll help. That'll help our ratings for sure. Okay, well, what else is going on? Is anyone in the Formula Juniors? No, there isn't. There's one. Where is everybody then? So there's a fair few people running the GT3s, the Tartas F4s. There's 21 people running the BMWs again there. Well, let's jump into the Tartas. Oh, actually no. No, we probably will, because we want to get some races with people in them, really. So we'll jump in that. I just hope that we can get some single-seaters in the Formula Junior. It doesn't seem to be particularly popular, unfortunately. Don't know why. Let's pick ourselves a livery here. What should we go with? What colours shall we have on our little F4 car? I quite like the yellow ST suspension one. We're going to go with that. Marcus Winterbutt, apparently. It's the non-licensed version of Mark Winterbottom from Supercars, maybe. He's from Australia, so who knows, it could be. Have I selected him? Let's try again. Ah, it's serving server switching sessions, we can't join it. That's a pain. Right, let's refresh that a second. Let's go and see what else we can jump into. Yeah, again, there's lots of people online. It's just they're all in races or practice or sessions we can't join. So let's. There's 4 people joining the GT4s at Zandvoort, which we could do. That's a 20-minute practice session going on there as well. I wonder why those are so long. So there's 2 of them there for Formula Juniors. Both of them are long practice sessions. Don't really want to jump into the BMWs again because we've just done that. I want to try and do something different. So why it's so long? It's not normally, the practice sessions are normally only like 10 minutes or so, aren't they? They're not the full 20 minutes. It might give us a chance to get things sorted. You never know. Let's try our luck then. We'll go back to the Formula Ford because I do want to run it. We'll join here, and hopefully some people will see there's some cars on the grid, and we'll get some more people joining us. And it'll give us a chance to get used to driving this thing and try and mess around with the setup too, potentially. Go with this one. Well, there we go. That was not a bad race at the BM. It's always good actually in the BM. There's some good races, just like the NSU really. But while we're loading in, some exciting changes happening with the channel very soon. Nothing to worry about. Hopefully for the better in terms of producing better quality content for you guys. So plenty more to come where, as far as we're concerned. So looking forward to showing you a little bit more of that as we go. So here we go then. Let's before we jump on track, I think let's have a look, see if we can actually change anything in terms of the so final drive's up there. So let's bring that down a bit. See if we can get the benefit of the gears in the right places. So right, let's go out and spend some time on track in this Formula Junior. Oops, no, don't go too yet. So used to the pit lane exit being back there, and it's a bit further along in RaceRoom, but that's okay. There we go, just like that, we've already got someone else join the session. Excellent. So what we want is the gearing to be just right in terms of, I don't want to be going down to first gear for Druids, for example. But I also don't want to be going down to second gear for Paddock or Pen. Hey, Dr. Frederick. Oh no, the no wang boy. Yes, no wings involved whatsoever. It slicks, but no wings. Someone left the wing off. Hope you got some insurance. Yeah, we're just finalising the details of that now. It should be finished by the time we're up and running. The excess is too high. Formula Fords in real life were traditionally seen as the next step up on the rung from karting, and a lot of people who I knew doing karting ended up doing Formula Ford at some point, but the the expenses of it all soon added up, because when you have an off in one of these things, because the wheels and the suspension are so exposed on the corners, you rip a corner off and it's a good £1,000 a corner, which is quite a bit of a step up in terms of money. So it's always a bit of a jump when you go from karts to cars, and Formula Ford was one of those ones which, although can prove some of the best drivers out there, can also be a bit of a shift in monetary value. There we go, there's our first off track of the session. Gearing seems better, that's what we're kind of playing around with for the time being. You really like the Formula Ford and Project cars, but don't get along with this one, Dr. Frederick. Okay. Yeah, they've made some changes to it recently, I think. It's not quite the same as I remember it from earlier on. They've made some changes to the physics of it. Big old gap between the gear shifts. There we go, there's that off track which caught us out earlier on. We need to be aware of that. Difficult circuit as well, Brands. Got to be so accurate with it. Because this one is running the slicks, I tend to find that the rear end is a little bit more planted compared to Formula Fords in other sims and also real life, because they tend to run the grooved tyres, so a little bit more grip involved. So you kind of still get them sideways if you push on too much. Right, let's get Paddock Hill right this time. You have to really wait to get on the power through that. We have to catch a little bit of a oversteering moment there. There's someone exploring the grass on the inside of Paddock Bend. I just feel so slow with the gearing as it is. It's on the lowest we can go as well. Okay, maybe not so quick with my gear shifts. Splattered through Westfield that time. As in, kept it on the track. Can take quite a bit of curb on the inside at... sorry, at Westfield there. I was going through Hawthorne before. You also take a fair amount of curb there, apparently. Certainly not the neatest of laps so far, we're just kind of warming up, but we've still got 30 minutes of practice to get our eye in here a little bit. When I drove this originally in RaceRoom, quite a while back now, going back to your point, Frederick, about the car, it was definitely a lot more oversteery than it feels right now. So when you actually used to turn in, it was quite light on the rear. Kind of almost feel like we need to lose a little bit of grip here, actually. It feels really tight. Always going to draw out a little bit of oversteer going up the hill there as well when you try to put the power down. Especially if you have to go down to second gear to do it. So you have to wait just a little bit just before you get the power down through there. Using all the road. Quicker lap so far, I feel. Definitely need to be not so enthusiastic with the upshifts. Oh, I just about held on to that. Okay, well, we did go quicker. Off track. Right, let's see if we can free up the rear end a little bit, because we've got 11 minutes to play around with this, so let's see, rear end, what do we want to do here? So, increasing stiffness at the end of the car will be more load is transferred to the outside of the tyre, more stable response axle will have less grip. Let's stiffen the anti-roll bar, shall we? Let's see what happens here. Oh, sorry, Frederick, I'm going to say that I have a problem with the R3E open wheelers to like DTM 13 to 16s. Basically open wheelers with a bit more bodywork here. Don't know what it is with the open wheelers that just doesn't do it for me. They are different a little bit from open wheelers and other sims. The F3 we drove last time we did the ranked was actually really good. I felt that was quite fun. The F4 is supposed to be pretty good. I've not tried that too much. And they've changed the IndyCar as well recently. It's very, very grippy. This Formula 4 is just like little spiders all over the road. So we now have a stiffer rear anti-roll bar. Let's see if it makes it a little bit looser on the rear. In some car you know brands you hit a huge bomb on the exit of turn 1. And that person thought it was the Indy circuit, they were going a bit too quick into there then. Right, Hawthorne, down to third. Wait. Later apex in there seems to help. Okay, that's made the rear end a little bit more lively now, but it's also helping to rotate the car through the corner as well. And get the car into the corner as well, so that's good. Lead for third for Sterling's. Because going down to second it was just a little bit borderline with revving out too much. Okay, so let's go for a time lapse, see if those changes, or that change, it's going to affect the lap time too much. Just about got away with that. A little bit better through there. Let's see what the lap time says on the splits. Marginally slower. Someone's gone quicker than us, 4 tenths up, so we've got some time to find. Someone's had a bit of a dusty moment out of there. Such a hairy corner, that one. Can you drop the individual gears or just the gear ratio? Yes, it's the final drive you can change. You can't really do anything individually. We are up on our time, but probably not going to be as quick as the leader. Yeah, 2 tenths to find still. Seems a bit better through turn 1, paddock hill. That's a run off. Okay, I need to free up that rear again just a touch more. Let's go fully solid rear anti-roll bar. What else can we do? Let's go the opposite way on the front just to try and help it out. This will probably be way too much now, and we'll end up rotating into every corner doing a complete 360, but we've got to try it, it's practice. We can always put it down a click if we need to. Sure we're not ruining anyone else's lap as we come out of the pits. More camber, says Frederick. Okay, next change. Definitely backing into there. More camber, more speed, less tyres, yep. Yep, absolutely. Everyone loves a bit of camber. It's much quicker actually. Get away with going through there a bit quicker too, so it's looking positive so far. Okay. Not liking the fact that... oh, that's okay. I thought there was some arrows pointing the wrong way down the pit lane, thinking people were going to come out the wrong way, but it's just how it is. Into Druids. Ooh, lock up the inside. Okay, up against a quicker split time through sector 1, down by a very small amount. Be even less less toe or even negative toe on the rear could help with, since it's low powered. Yeah, possible. Have a look at that. Gotta be braver through these fast stuff. That's what we're gonna do. Nearly half a second up on our time, which might help us out. Well, the guy's kind of quicker in the first place at the moment. But at least we're getting an improvement on our lap time. Oh, we've gone pole. 7 tenths up. Well, not pole. It's only practice. Carrying a bit more speed, this should be a quicker first sector for us now. Yeah. Maybe longer gear and dropping the gear for those corners is the way to go. Yeah. Yeah. So far it's looking better. Getting more joining, that's what we want. We want some more people now. Leaning on the tyres through there then. That was good. Okay, 2 purple sectors. The last corner wasn't amazing, but we're through. We have gone quicker again. Various things hitting the floor through Paddock Hill. Okay, so that's made a good change there. We're sitting quite nicely on a 35.5. So let's have a look. So I'm going to come out of there so I can actually see what you said. Less toe, even negative toe on the rear. What's the toe looking like on the rear? It's on 30 degrees. Okay, let's drop it to 10 for now. We've only got a minute left, so this will... see how we go with this. Third seems to bog down and Sterling. It does. It's kind of in between there, and yeah. I'll try second, but if I can throw the car in, it actually goes okay. It's just if I don't quite carry that minimum apex speed, it just doesn't like it. So, when it's about if you add a click of ratio and drop a gear in those corners, you gain some speed. Okay. We might just have to try that. Oops. Let's try and extract too much speed from that then. Okay, well let's do that change then, shall we? Frederick, let's do that. Let's put turn back to 3 because we know that was working okay. So you reckon final gear up. Well, that's qualifying. Let's try it. Upper click and then dropping an extra gear through some of the corners. Okay, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. But so far, pace is looking alright in the Formula Fords. We should have some... we've got a few guys on the server, so... let's see how qualifying goes. Having set those times, now I've got to do them all again. Pedicle bend. Second gear that seems to bog through there as well. I don't really want to go down to first if I can avoid it. That'll have to be second too. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's take the fuel out, shall we? 5 laps. That should be fine. Okay. If I get some good times in qualifying, this is all down to you, Frederick. There's a different line through that. Got to get used to this low fuel thing. So there's some times on the board already. Let's see if we can go chase them. So 2/10 off so far over the lap. Still getting used to these new ratios. I think because of the delay, if I get the gear change wrong, I seem to be losing a fair bit through there. Okay, P3 so far. Slidey through Paddock Hill. Yeah, first gear doesn't work. Let's do this. Ah, it's too fast. I know we're going to run it, but I'm actually going to put that back because I think the less gear changes, probably the better with the way this is going. So I'm going to try that. I just need to be brave through Sterling's. Okay, here we go. I know it seems like it bogs down, but I feel like we can carry more speed if we can keep it in those gears. Who needs a gearbox anyway? Yeah. It's true. We've only got 15 minutes for it to last, so it should be fine. We're a 10th up, got a purple middle sector, it's more like it, let's go. Blame the driver, not the gearers. Yeah, I would too. It's my fault. Okay, we're P2 now. That was a wide turn 1 again. Carry the speed, that's what we'll do. Can't quite see how far off our lap time we were through sector 1, but we'll keep pushing on. We've got 50 seconds left to finish anyway, so rhythm this back section. And a whole heap of oversteer. Oh well, that's that one gone. That's fine, you had to push. It's qualifying. Let's go put some fuel in while we can, huh? So, 15 minutes. Let's put in 18 laps of fuel. We've got a stuck sound loop by the sounds of things in the background, so I'm running their engine at full pelt. Okay, so P2 after qualifying then. It was nothing in it at the end, it was like 300ths. It's close. Okay, so we're in for a bit of a race here, I think, by the looks of things. Now all we need to do is get this thing off the line. I've not started this thing. Yes. Yeah, big F for that one. Ah dear. Right. Let's go to the grid. We got our fuel in. We've got the nice inside line as well. So, get your comments in now. Where are we going to end up in this one? Are we going to end up on the podium again? Are we going to have a moment at at Sheen Curve like we just did in qualifying, or are we going to be able to survive, or what are we going to do here? I reckon if we can keep it clean, we should be able to manage another podium here. I'd like to think anyway. Okay, here we go. An uphill start to go on. Got to be careful with the old clutch release. Well, that was a fast start by the pole sitter. I think he may have jumped that if it's not let code. And we've gone backwards off the start at touch. We've got another car on the inside. We have to hang around the outside druids. Oop, touch of wheels. Now we've got some work to do. Finishing position of the wall, you reckon? Oh, thanks for confidence. But so far, you might be right. Okay, let's get into the slipstream now. This is what Formula Ford's all about. Terrible start, but let's make amends for it, shall we? Anything can happen to these guys, we've seen that already this evening. Oops, that's a big old cut, but we got away with that. Just going to defend into dark curve here. Here we go. Right, I'm going to run. Just going to block the inside. That's going to run off. You can't jump the start. Okay, so it's an amazing start. Slidey moment for the guy behind us. Bit of a train going on here at the moment. Oh no! Been forced off. Oh, it's the leader off. Oh, he's definitely got to run out of there. Okay, right, let's calm down a little bit here. Get our rhythm back. Let's park on the apex, that's fine. Yeah, they are, in some places the track limits are very, very strict. Others, not so much. Let's go after them. We know we've got the pace, we just need to extract it at the moment. Oh, that's one gone. Chucked it in too much to Hawthorne. Okay, let's hunt these guys down then. We know we should be quicker because of where we qualified, and of course they didn't get a lap in, but let's see if we can chase them down. Let's go 1.5 seconds to the leader. See if we can bring that down. Got company from behind as well, he's not too far away. Not really an overtaking point there, but oh, he's forced me off here. Okay, we're going side by side up to Sheen curve ahead of us. What's going to happen here? dropped him behind for a little bit. Sparks from the cars ahead. Going to get back to the slipstream ahead of us now, hopefully. Time those gear shifts better, it seems to be losing us time. Okay. Too keen to get into there then. Getting over the pace back now. So to keep it on the track so we actually get a decent lap time. Hopefully we can go for fastest lap too. It's too late on the brakes that time. So 1.3, so they're not getting away. In fact, we have pulled in a couple of tenths. To be later on turn-in, that's why we ran out of track. Dirty tyres, not helping. Oh no, it's one off, that's what we did earlier. Okay, now we're up to P2. Not by much of our own doing, but still got to keep it on the track-ish. There's a time gain as he gets those gears through. I think it's because we're using manual mode, maybe. The price you pay for realism. Okay, so it's just us and the leader now. There's a second ahead. Definitely a lot slower than the other guys through that. Oh dear. make sure we cleared that slowdown penalty there. I think it's the ratio, yeah, probably agree with you. Oh dear, I'm going to keep those off tracks down. I'm going to get overtaken here. So every time he does that, it flickers the engine thing, so you've got to be careful on the shifts. Man, he's so much quicker through there. Gonna run back up to the machine curb. Just round the outside of the Sterlings. Okay, 1 minute 40 left. Get a bit of time behind us now. Let's try and get a clean lap in. Okay, right, this time get a better run through here. That's more like it. That's a better lap. Just going to make another lap here by the looks of things, just cross the line. It's a little bit too early for the timer to run down. He's got to survive this next corner just one more time. You get a good run through here now. That's better, right. Just as I kept hold of that. Claw back some time on the lead on the final lap, but we're never going to catch him. He was up and gone. But we finished where we started. Not quite in the same order of all the drivers, but oh dear. That was an intense race actually. The steering is a lot heavier in the Formula Ford compared to the other cars we've driven so far this evening. So just trying to hang on to it, especially through the fast stuff. But wow, that was a tricky race to do. Actually, lots of errors, lots of off tracks and things. But yeah, difficult cars to extract the absolute most out of. But yeah, I'll take a P2 after all of that. Considering we were down in 4th at the start, so yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, turn 3 exit limits. I think it's quite a few. Excuse me, quite a few track exit areas which really are quite sensitive to any side of the wheel going over to it. So there we go. Well, it didn't end in a crash. Nearly did last lap. We were close, but we didn't. We survived. So we've had a. What have we had? We've had a 4th, a win, and a 2nd now. So that's not bad at all. Let's see what else we've got going on. What else can we join in? That one's full. Can't join that. Ooh, some people are in the NSU. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's pick a livery we haven't been yet. I'm going to go with this one. Because you know that liveries make a good couple of tenths of a lap. Absolutely. Oh dear. Oh, it's been a bit of a grind tonight, bit of a graft to try and get some of these results, which is good. It means it's not all just like turn up and walk it and things. It's all sad wall noises. Yeah, it's not all about just turning up and cruising through a race and having no problems. So let's take the NSU out because this thing is fun. Can't do a ranked event without using the NSU. Okay. Gellerasen. This one is a fun little track. Oh, the steering's so light compared to the Formula Ford. Is it even connected? Oh, I still love the noise of this thing. Always makes you smile. Little mini roller coaster, this circuit. This is going to be another fixed setup race because it's classed as one of the rookie series, so shouldn't have to worry about trying to dial in a setup for this thing. It's all about dialing in my brain to make sure that I'm actually driving this correctly. Right, it's down to turn 1 then. 125, 100 board. Second gear hard on the power. Little flick right, double brakes. I've done this track once and it was fun. Yeah, it is. That's good. Are you going to join us for this one, Frederick? Cool. That'll be fun. Trouble now if he's going to join us in. Down the brakes just to settle the car. Down a gear just to help the car rotate. This time you'll use more than 11 litres of fuel for the race. You ran out on the line. Oh no. That's a good tip. We'll make sure we put more in this time. Cross skating down to second. I have to go down to first. It's quite slow, that first corner. Purple first sector. Still more time to find with this thing. Okay, to middle hairpin here. That's an off track. Okay, let's make a couple of quick... Oh, we've only got 46 seconds left to practice anyway, but let's put the brake bias down to 50-50, 100% brakes. Carrying 23 laps of fuel there, so there's loads on board. Let's take that out for qualifying. 7 laps would be sufficient. And as expected, you can't do anything else, so that's fine. Oh, we've been pipped at the top. 17.9. Yeah, 4 tenths to fine. Plenty of time on the board. I do like the NSUs. It's I know I've said it a few times on the channel, but it's just one of those fun little cars that you can just jump into and just have a laugh with, and usually provide some really close racing as well. So there we go. Qualifying is up. Well, up next, shall I say. And just ease the shoulders, breathe, and just try and prepare your mind for the onslaught of qualifying. Extracting every last little tenth out of those tyres and trying to maximise all that corner speed from this low-powered little pocket rocket. Let's get a good run onto the front straight here. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We've got just under 8 minutes to set a qualifying lap. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, definitely first gear for the first corner, I reckon. On the few cars you can actually utilise first gear in. That's a cut. Running it too far out to the left. That's alright, we'll finish this lap off and we'll go again. Hey Funky, how's the ranking coming along? It's going okay so far actually. We've had a reasonably successful evening. I'm not quite sure, we haven't checked where or what kind of increases we may have had from each one, but we'll have a look at that in the end and just see how we do. How are you doing? It's good to have you with us again. So, just a little bit of housekeeping, I suppose. If you are new around here and you are watching and you think that what we do is fun and we try and make this as entertaining as possible, do consider hitting the like button on the stream, and if you haven't subscribed, please do consider doing that as well, because that would be amazing for us, but it also means that you guys get to see more of what we do and just have some more fun in our sim racing. This time let's not cut the track there, which was better. Nice purple sector by 1/1000th of a second. Huge margins around here. I have to use first gear a bit more often than I thought. What am I lifting off there for? It just seems like this huge understeer for that big long final corner. Okay, P2 with 7 tenths off the lead. Let's find some more time. Fun little sequence of corners through that. Already a 10th down. It's not a good start for this lap. That's even worse middle to the lap. Okay, let's restart that one and we'll go again. Just buzz the engine in first gear. No, that's too tight around that. I'll do that again. That's alright, you don't have to be here for everyone, but it's nice if you are. It's good to have you with us either way. We had a good evening out. Come on, let's get a good one. Carry the speed through here if we can. Down. We also had a really good first sector on that first lap. If you want to slow the car down, just slam it into first and let the engine take care of it. People drop out. I'm hoping we're not going to have a bit of a non-event here. There's a cut. How many have we got left? Oh, we've still got some in here. That's good. What are we doing wrong here? Overslowing the car, I think, in general. Okay, let's try again. We've got 1 minute 45 left on the clock. We should hopefully get a time in. Yeah, we should do. Let's make it a good one. No, that's not going to help. We're doomed to start second unless anyone else sets a lap time in the final closing moments of qualifying. See if we can actually watch anyone else. No, it's just rumbling along. It's a funny looking thing. I know it's ghosted here, but either way, it's a funny looking car. We're on the Jägermeister livery. Is this going to be a lap time coming up here, maybe? It is. So, got someone else put a lap time on the board, very close to ours actually. I think the majority of the people online seem to be focusing around GT3 at Suzuka. It seems to be the popular one this week. We've not had as many bigger grids as usual. Had some good racing though, considering the smaller grids, but it's just not been as We haven't been in the popular ones this week. So there we go, that's qualifying done and dusted. So let's continue on here. We'll put some fuel back in again because we'll need some. Minute and 18 is the lap. 15 minutes, this is going to be over 15 laps. Let's go back here. Not 22 laps though. But so you had 11 laps. Be too short. I think I put this. Yeah. Let's go safe. 18.2 laps would be more than enough fuel. More than enough. Okay, we're on the outside then. Can we get a start? As in a good one. That's the main thing I want to achieve out of this one if I can. Stunning starts has not been our strongest point, but nonetheless, we get off the line and we get going. So let's see what we can do here. We've got 10 seconds to go. Now we're ready to go. Bit of a bog down off the start line. Yep, and we're going to get done into turn 1. Can we hang it around the outside here? And get the inside for the next left-hander? Yes, we can. Right, let's go after the leader then, see if we can keep on his tail. He's up the inside though, I kind of have to give him some room. So we're up and running, we've got the first lap out of the way. Somehow we managed to get the fastest lap out of that first lap, don't know how. There's a cut on the inside there. Not getting away. Oh, he's off. I'll have that. Missed shift through there. That was not ideal at all. Somehow managed to keep them all behind us. I was going to do that for the rest of the race. So far so good. Let's get a braking right into here. It's better, but we caught the gravel on the exit. It's all over our boot lid. I'm going to go to the inside here. Yeah, well done. Good move. Still trying to get back though. Gonna get boxed out on the exit here. No. Take back kind of the inside that time. So we're quite close behind as well. Okay, let's see if we can pick up some more mistakes and make them our own. He's going to go into here. As is usual with this little thing, this is one of those fun little tracks. It's a good run out of the last corner. Another fastest lap that time round. Putting a lot of steering input. As you can see, his front wheels really scrubbing across the surface of the track. Might help us later on. Ooh, sorry. No. Ah, shame. Got caught on the outside there. Right, let's catch up with them again. Still time. Just yeah, got a little bit flustered with all the bumping and barging, and I was going to let him have the position, but we ended up having a bit of a moment side by side to that left-hander, and ended up getting too wide on the run into that tight hairpin. Can we catch up with him? That's the question. So they're 2.8 ahead of the line, so it's not really coming down particularly quickly. We're all running a similar kind of pace, but let's see if we can reel them in again. Two and a half seconds now. Oh, they're having a battle as well, which will help. And 2.3, they're going side by side with the fast left-hander. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and we've gone backwards in this one, but we've had a good race as well, to be fair, so it's not been too bad. It's not over yet either. Our troublesome corner. Well, that was better that time round, funnily enough. This proves that you don't have to have an awful lot of cars on track to have a good race. There's only four of us really having a bit of a battle, but it's still good fun. So we stole our fastest lap as well. So pulling way out front now. Curb on the inside and try and help it pull us around. Got a lock brake into there. It's really not an easy corner, that one. It's throwing a few issues at us. The gaps kind of remain fairly stable. It's under 2 minutes to go. Chunk of time back on the guy in third. He's lost it all on that one. Gonna get one more lap in here as well, by the looks of things. So we've caught back to half a second now. The guy in front's checking out. Absolutely gone. All of a sudden, I'm right all over him. He's letting us go. That's very kind of you. He's not run out of fuel. What's that's what was mentioned before the race, not to run out of fuel, but yellow front left tyre, so that's taking all the punishment around here, of course, being a right-handed circuit, and we're really grinding into the tarmac. We've come home P3, so we dropped one spot from our starting position, but not a bad race. We had a bit of a moment. We were in the mix for quite a while, and then things happened, and we've fallen back and wasn't quite able to get back on terms with them again. But that was all right. Enjoy that. NSUs are always fun to drive. Absolutely. There we are on the podium, behind a seal and a fox creature. So, except it says I'm in second. According. Oh no, it's a bonus. There we go. Get that right. Okay, let's go have a look then. So that's probably going to be our final race of the evening. So let's go and have a look and see how we have done in terms of Bono my front left. Yeah, same here. Yeah. Go to results. That's what we want. Finish. Yeah, it was a fun race, that one. Another hard-fought one. It's all been quite frantic tonight, but good fun nonetheless. Right, let's go have a look and see how those races have affected our ratings and see what happens with that. Let's wait for the servers to load themselves again. It's taking a bit of a while. There we go. Right. Let's go to the portal and see if we can load in here and see what gains we've had out of that. It's always good to do these ranked races every now and again, just to kind of keep the racecraft fresh and try and improve our rankings and so on. Some good races tonight, some good battles on track. That's what we always want to see. Clean again. I mean, I had a questionable bump into the back of the NSU, which was probably my bad there, but carried on regardless, so it's not the end of the world, but in general, very clean racing, which is very good. That's what we like. Just waiting for the portal to load, because it takes a while sometimes. Let's sit here and wait for the three dots to do their thing. What was your favourite race for the evening then? We had as a recap, we had started off, I don't remember where we started off now, TCRs at Aragon. Oh, this is fried my brain tonight. Yeah, TCRs at Aragon. Difficult one, but we had a bit of a race going on there. Followed that up with BMWs around Zolder. That was a good one, enjoyed that one. And Formula Ford at Brands Hatch GP. It's good. And then the NSU. So, started off the TCRs and gave us a rating increase of plus 2.5. And then we lost a bit of reputation on them, but we've gained 8 rating on the 235s. That was a good one. And we gained 11 on the Formula Fords. And we lost 1.4 on the NSUs. NSU gives you red numbers. Yeah, we got a red number on that one as well. So what's our total? We're on 1833 now. So what I'll quickly do, you might not be able to see this, but I'm going to have a quick check and just see where that puts us overall. So we were in around the 480-ish kind of region. Where are we up to now? Keep going up, and I haven't seen my name. Okay, we've broken into the top 400 in 390 now. So yeah, that's not too bad. We made an improvement, which is always nice. It's always good to have an improvement. But there we go. So that was our more ranked races stream for the evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us. It's been good to have your company this evening, and thank you for your comments. Thanks for joining us as well, Dr. Frederick, in that last race. Sorry it didn't work out your way in that one. But good fun nonetheless. If you have enjoyed the stream, again, please do hit the like button. We'd really appreciate that. Thanks for staying with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the channel very, very soon indeed, with some more exciting content coming very soon. So until then, take care of yourselves, and we will see you next time. Let's try this before the start of that. See you next week.